Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Crusader Kings. Now I know what you're thinking, where's Galactic Civilization 3? You're doing a lot more Crusader Kings videos than Galactic Civilization. And that's because I've come to sort of a realization that I need to invest a lot more time into that game. That being that I need to understand the mechanics a lot more. And I don't think I'm doing the game justice, if I'm to be completely honest with you. And that's why I'm going to say, for now, until I get through the tutorial and all that good stuff, there won't be any sort of galactic civilizations until I feel that I've got a decent understanding of the game and its mechanics. Because as I'm sure you're aware, I completely jumped in, completely half-cocked and blind, and thought it's okay. It's like most strategy games, and it's really not. It's so much deeper than I originally envisaged. Sorry about that. So I'm going to ask you to go over to another YouTuber if you want to find that sort of content in particular, and in particular I'm going to recommend Richie James, I think he is, because I've been watching some videos, like he's running a sort of a Star Trek-y type of mod, and I find that quite amusing, to be honest with you. I kind of like, as a Star Trek nerd myself, I love the fact that, you know, essentially he's trying to create a galactic or federation of planets, basically. So I would go over and sort of check his stuff out. He's quite informative, and yeah, he's quite, you know, he's quite easy to watch, I would say. So with that said and done, let's continue with a game that I do know very well, which is Crusader Kings, and we're in a bit of a situation. Again, I always seem to start episodes with "we're in a bit of a situation." But that's because we kind of generally are, because as you can see here, we've got plenty of sons and daughters, or a daughter I should say, and we've only got 2 territories. And why is that a problem, you may ask? Well, simply because, because of this little problem here. That being that we have got an elective travel kind system, and we've got no other, like, basically other opportunities but to go to a sort of an gravel kind system. When we do in fact go to a feudal society, which won't be, I predict, for another 10 in-game years. So, yeah, we're going to run into a bit of trouble in the very near future, because all our sons will have like a claim to the territories, and not only that, but the second son, I believe, will take our secondary title, which will be this little island up here. So essentially, we will be left with the territories that we basically began with. I could bring them back into line later on, if my second son is not a complete idiot and decides to completely destroy his half of the dynasty with, let's say, a matrilineal marriage. Because then we'll be well and truly screwed. But I doubt that's going to happen. But you never know. I've seen some very strange things on this game. So yeah. at the moment, our liege is dealing with a rebellion, I believe. Uh, so we're helping him squash that, essentially. Is it a rebellion? I'm gonna have to go and check now. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Sorry. It is. It's a rebellion to lower crown authority, which my liege has just won, so that will not be happening. Okay. And because I set him as a person of interest in my previous episode, that's why that message is coming up. So the thing is with Galactic Civilizations, it's a brilliant game, and I will be talking about this a lot during this episode. But I don't really have the time to sit down and really invest my time in that game, and that game really needs it. At the very least, it needs at least a solid sort of, I would say, 3 hours to really understand the basics. Is that my second son? Or is that my heir? I think that's my second son. I don't mind, this is a perfectly good marriage for me. Okay, go away now. I've dealt with you. I don't see you again. Yeah, I feel that game needs at least a good 3 hours for me to get my teeth into, and then I can like really come out and say to you guys like this is the best strategies, because at the moment I'm going along blindly, and that's why I've suggested Richie. Because he knows the game, obviously. He's played the second game, so he's got a much deeper understanding of the mechanics. And besides, I'm actually more like I'm kind of really excited to see what he does in terms of this mod. I've only watched the first episode at the moment, so I need to catch up with him because I think he's on the 5th. But I'll leave a link in the description. So we're just going along merrily here. Not really very much I can do, to be perfectly honest with you, because we haven't got enough funds to build improve on our fort. So we've got an edict here to go to high tribal organization. I will duly accept. And I'm sure we've had that message about like 10 times. I'm going to count them at one of these times. And so, my main sort of objective for this series, I would say, is to grab the kingdom of Scotland eventually, but it's looking more like I'm gonna be more invested with the Norwegian nobility, and that's fine by me. But that was my original intention, was to eventually take the throne of Scotland for my own, and so my son can be is now of age to be married, so I am going to do that. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. They weren't very much decent to really marry at this point. Excuse me for 1 second. Yeah, no one really to really marry at the moment, apart from possibly where oh, that could be an interesting marriage. She's not entitled to anything, but she could sort of yield something in the future. And again, I kind of just want to get my sort of foot in the door with sort of the major players in terms of the European continent. And although she's not going to yield very much in the short term, I think our family tie will sort of give us something in the future. So why won't you accept? Oh, okay, right. That's it. It does help if I actually select the right person. I mean, that's pretty funny. So that's her that's him married now, I should say. To the second daughter, I believe, to the Duke, which is fine. And the marriage is approved, which is all good. And to be perfectly honest, I really did want to improve the sort of general situation of our holdings in general. So I'm going to build a war camp, as it costs like, or do I build a practice range? Ooh. I'm going to do that instead, I think. Weaponsmiths. Because I can take the prestige hit right about now, I think. He says reluctantly. I should really put there. Oh God, another rebellion. Or another war, I should say. Right. And I've just realised something. Uh, I've gone to a wooden hill fort on the second island there, and that's going to be essentially given up to my second son. So that's fun. And my son has had a son himself, so the line is secure at least for 3 generations. So this is good. We're going along swimmingly. Is my wife actually due any claims? She is. So does that mean the son is also due those claims? No, but he will inherit it. So again, we are just moving along fairly at an even pace here, and this is probably going to be a bit too loud. So excuse me for a minute while I actually lower the music. Game options. Okay, let's continue with the inevitable march on of time. And I've just sped up time a little bit because I realise that this can be quite boring for some people. I'm probably going to stop this particular episode around 9:17, so that is in a couple of years' time, because I realise that there hasn't been too many events. My son has, my third son has had a son, so that's good. A group of robbers on themselves have before me a long list of crimes in a good light. They will pay such crimes will not go unpunished. I am actually getting quite worried really about the split of our territories here. Okay, this is good. Okay. Is that another? Oh no. Let's see. Oh, it's a conquest. Okay. And do you know what? Do you know what? I am just going to concentrate on building the forts, the wooden hill fort. I know it's got an earth hill fort at the moment, but that's principally what we need to move into a feudal society. Actually, we need a stone hill fort eventually with absolute tribal authority distributed over the whole region. So I think the best we can really do at this point is to enable that to happen, but be constantly mindful that that it probably won't happen. Sorry about this. Is that there? Okay. I'm happy with that, even though she's 38. I'm happy with this because essentially when she dies, the claims that she once had will go to my son, I believe. And even if they have children, it doesn't matter, because it gives me a prestige boost anyway. And who doesn't like an older woman? So yeah, we're approaching 918 here, or 918, depending on how you want to say it. I've discovered, dear husband, I've discovered a lot. Discovered a plot. 6 to kill. Okay, I'm slightly confused by this. Oh, he wants to kill his brother. Well, we're not having this. I want you to end your plot. End it. End your plot, please. Yeah, he wants to kill his brother because, like, he's the heir to the titles. Ah. I will not have you kill. Damn. It's already because I asked him to end his plot. You should be asking me for my mercy and like clemency because you know I'm appalled at the fact that you want to kill your dear old brother, who has the name of your grandfather who started this great dynasty. Shame on you. Anyway, I can't believe you know. He would want to do such a thing. Right, okay, that is probably because as the heir died? Excuse me one moment. Sorry about that. I don't know. Has the heir died? I will nominate the current heir. Okay, so we've reached 9:18, and this is where I'm going to draw the episode to a close. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and as I said to you before at the start of the episode, please do go out and check out that Let's Play by Rich, because as I said, it's a lot more informative than mine, and as I said, I need to get to grips with the game mechanics, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy his Let's Play as well as my Let's Play. Until next time, I've been Strategical Gamer. Bye bye for now.